Day three, part one. I should probably take these off 1 second. So, day three, part one. Currently taking my 30-minute break right now. Started driving this morning at about 6 a.m. Uh, while I was driving, I got a pre-plan for another load. So full 34-hour reset. I mean, I got a full clock. Got another load for 300 miles. Now, I've noticed with a lot of companies, the position as it's advertised is always OTR. But what I'm realizing is, like, I worked for Decker, worked for Ozark, and a couple other truck lines, and I specifically asked about the OTR division. And my advice to new drivers or whoever else, maybe just anybody that's a driver, actually don't have to be new, really do your research on the lanes, because what I'm finding with a lot of companies that advertise job openings as OTR really turns out to be more of a regional, sometimes even local, because 290 miles, that's like local work. So you end up pretty much just filling in for their local drivers most of the time, rather than actually doing a true OTR lane. So I say just keep that in mind and really do your research on companies that advertise a job. If you one of the drivers that like to see trips, over 1,000, somewhere, 900 to, over 1,000 miles, really do your research before going to a company and seeing what they lanes actually are. Talk to some of the drivers and see what they lanes actually are, and if that's something that you feel comfortable doing. Another guy at private messaged me on my TikTok account, asked me what company I drive for currently, and I not gonna disclose that information until after this tour is over, because if I'm not mistaken, like they can get your video flagged, or I don't want any type of adverse actions taken against my YouTube account because I mentioned the company's name or anything like that. So if you see me out in the field, obviously you can come up and ask me and I can let you know that way. But for the sake of trying to keep everything cordial with YouTube, and I gotta really, once I get some time, I'm gonna really dig into the guidelines and community guidelines, what you can and can't do on YouTube, to not get flagged and stuff like that. But for just to play it safe right now, I'm just not gonna mention them. But like I said, if you see me out in the field or something and you want to ask me, I got you. Other than that, I really got nothing else to say. Taking my 30-minute break. Yeah. So after I deliver this load, I got another load to pick up, and I think the place that I'm delivering to is actually the same place that I'm picking the next load up from. If I'm not mistaken, if I read that right, I think that's what it is. Yeah, either way, once I get that next load, I'm going 300 miles with it. That's 5 hours, and it's a live unload. Oh, that's all right. Let me get my next stop pulled up. Complete trip right there. And that's a big dragonfly. I'm gonna take that route. I don't even know how I got over here. Cool. But yep. Alright. That's it. Day 3. I might go live again later on tonight. I'm gonna try to keep videos short. I'm gonna try to keep the uploads to a minimal. You know, at the most maybe 3 per day. I don't really want to go over 3 videos per day. It's gonna get messy because you're talking about 365 days. If I do more than 1 video per day, that's like I can't. I'm a trucker. I can't do the math on that right now. I need a calculator. But yep. All right. That's it. How do I forgot how I ended this yesterday, but it's not right here on my face. I don't know how to turn this off. Press. I don't know how to turn this. "49 seconds short uploaded to your channel." What? Yeah, I'm lost. That's how you mute the microphone.